Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to look at what we call the luck pillar in Bazi Astrology. So there's many different ways in which we can interpret a Bazi astrology chart, and most of the times we focus on the natal chart, so the birth chart itself, or the year pillar of the current year we are in, and we check how the two interact with each other in order to determine what kind of challenges and opportunities we are going to encounter. But today we're going to look at this so-called luck pillar. Now, the luck pillar gives us a 10-year increment. So what you need to do first is plot your actual Bazi chart. You can go to this link here. I will also post it as a link in the notes to this video. And basically just key in your date and time of birth. If you're not sure about the time of birth, don't worry, just date of birth, and then you will get a natal chart. And if you scroll down a little bit, you will get what you see here on the screen. And this is what we call the luck pillars. Now, the luck pillars, they are always giving us a 10-year increment, as you can see here. In Chinese astrology, we divide a lifetime into 10-year increments. It doesn't necessarily have to start at the time you are born. Depending on the way we calculate this, this could start at your year 2 or 5 or 8. Doesn't matter so much for this purpose. But what you need to know is that your lifetime in Chinese astrology is divided into 10-year increments, and each 10-year increment is called a luck pillar. Now, luck is a neutral term in Chinese metaphysics. If you take good decisions, you have good luck. If you take bad decisions, you have bad luck, or it's just not going to be such a smooth luck pillar, or such a smooth 10 years, right? And obviously what we want to do is to ensure that every single luck pillar is a smooth time for us. We don't want to go through any upsets, or we don't want to go through any bad luck. And therefore it is actually important to analyze what kind of luck pillar we are going through right now, and what we need to do to make this as painless as possible. And in this particular case, when we are analyzing it in terms of wealth, what is it that we need to do in this particular luck pillar to maximize our wealth potential? So when you see these luck pillars, the one that is highlighted in red is the one that you are currently in. So for this person, the current luck pillar goes from 2016 all the way to 2026. So this person has another 3 years in this particular luck pillar. And since we are analyzing this right now in terms of wealth, there are two things you need to look at in order to understand what your approach should be to your career, what your approach to wealth should be. The first thing you look at is this top bit here. This is what we call the stem, the luck pillar stem. And in this luck pillar stem, you will see here, it says yang wood. For you, it could be anything else. It could be maybe yin metal. It could be yang fire, anything. It's one of the 5 elements, and either the yin or the yang polarity. So here we have yang. So what you need to check in your own luck pillar is not the element itself. Don't worry about the element. You need to check, is it a yin polarity or a yang polarity? So for this person here, they are currently going through a yang polarity luck pillar. Now, what this means in terms of wealth and career strategy, if you have a yang polarity in your current luck pillar, is that your approach should be very proactive. The more proactive you are in your career and in your wealth pursuits, the more beneficial this will be for you, and the smoother your career and your financial situation will look like. This means that you have to take leadership. You need to be seen as a leader, and you need to be able to take difficult decisions and carve your own path. if you are in a yang luck pillar and all you do is just follow the flow, do what everyone else is doing, you will not succeed, or you will not be able to maximize your potential in this particular pillar. So you need to be very assertive. I wouldn't say aggressive, but you need to be extremely assertive. You need to work on becoming someone who is able to take decisions. Yeah, don't just follow the crowd or listen to whatever else everyone else is saying. Really make up your mind and then go with it. Take the decision, even if everyone else says, oh, it's not going to work, or you shouldn't be doing that. Make up your mind and go for it. Yeah, you need to take difficult decisions. You can't succeed by just being passive and submissive. That will not work for you if you are in a yang luck pillar. Now, if you are currently going through a yin polarity luck pillar, then it's very much the opposite. If you're going through a yin polarity luck pillar, you need to, it doesn't mean that you can't lead, but you need to lead from behind. Yeah, leverage on other people's talents and skills. Be a little bit more passive. Check what other people are doing and don't necessarily be the one who takes decisions. Yeah, or if you take decisions, make sure that you take decisions more in cooperation and collaboration with others or within a team. Yeah, yang polarity is the one who needs to take singular decisions. Yin polarity, you need to follow more the crowd. I wouldn't say be a sheep, yeah, that's not very nice, but it's not a pillar where you need to be proactive. Now, as you can see here in this chart, going through all of these pillars, there's always, we always change from yang to yin and then back to yang and then back to yin. Then here this person is now in a yang pillar, then back to yin. So every 10 years you need to actually switch your approach, right? So this is actually what helps you. You need to learn to do both. Take decisions, but then also sometimes just learn to stand behind, do things from the background and work with others. Yeah, so if you're in a yin polarity pillar, it's better to work with others, pool your resources, assemble a team of people who have various skills and who you can take collaborative decisions with. Yeah, so these are the overall strategies. Now, the other thing we look at in a luck pillar. So again, let's look at this one here. So this person goes to this particular luck pillar. Now, from a wealth perspective, the two most obvious wealth elements are the ones that are called DW or IW. DW stands for direct wealth. IW stands for indirect wealth. So these we call them the 10 gods. They can appear either here on top or at the bottom here. Yeah, so here for this person, there is an IW here, then there's one here, DW down here, and there's nothing until here, right? So we all go through luck pillars where we have these direct wealth or indirect wealth, so-called 10 gods or aspects, either on top in the stems or at the bottom in the hidden stems, right? So check whether you are going through a luck pillar where you have one or more of these. It's very possible that you can have a DW here and then maybe an IW at the bottom. That's also possible. Those are the most direct sort of wealth elements. So check whether you are currently going through a luck pillar where you have DW or IW either at the top or at the very, very bottom. If you have that, then you are going through a time where you are able to make a lot of money, but only through extremely hard work. Yeah, so going through a wealth luck pillar doesn't necessarily mean that the money is gonna fall from the sky and you are just winning the lottery left, right, and center. Yeah, it means that Yes, you have the potential to make money, but you have to work very hard for it. There are other elements that can indicate easy money, but we're not talking about those now. If you have DW or IW in your current luck pillar, it means the harder you work, the better your work ethic, the more money you are going to make. This also means that you have to take whichever opportunity comes to you. Yeah, you have to open your mind and actually learn to see opportunities and then grab them the moment they come. Don't think too much about whether or not this is a good opportunity or not, because if you do, then your competitors will probably have thought about it much faster and the opportunity is gone. So in luck pillars that have these elements, just grab up all the opportunities that are out there. And once you do that, more opportunities will present themselves. Yeah, more hard work, so to speak, will come your way. More work will come, but you have to actually show and prove to people that you are someone who works hard. If you're going through a luck pillar that has DW or IW and you are just at home doing nothing or just watching Netflix, money is not going to present itself, unfortunately. Yeah, that's unfortunately not how it works. And the good thing is that if you happen to go through a luck pillar like this, where you have DW or IW somewhere at the top or at the bottom or both, it also means that suddenly your financial security becomes much, much more important. Maybe before the 20, 30 years beforehand, you were always thinking, oh yeah, money is eventually going to be there. You're not really that money conscious. But once you go through one of those luck pillars that have a wealth element, suddenly you think much more about how to make money, how to make an extra income, whether or not you want to invest, what your financial future looks like. So automatically your mind will change towards becoming more financially aware. And when that happens, don't just push those thoughts aside just because the previous 20 or 30 years you weren't really that concerned with money. It's a sign from the universe that you should actually listen and make a plan. And the beautiful thing is that once you actually do start to become aware and make a plan and really work out your finances for the long term, all those opportunities, all those wealth opportunities will actually arise. Yeah. So this is, in a nutshell, very, very simply put, how you can look at wealth in a luck pillar. Of course, there are many, many other things that we can see in a luck pillar. But if we are just looking at the yin and yang polarity of the pillar itself and the wealth elements, this is what we can learn just by looking at the luck pillar for a couple of minutes. All right, so I hope you've learned something. I hope this helped also with your own strategy on how you need to behave and what kind of actions you need to take in the luck pillar you're currently in. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me personally. My contact details are in the notes to this video, and please like and share and comment. See you soon.